back to Reloading Journey. As you can see from the opening, we're here at the Central Florida Rifle Pistol Club. It's beautiful out here. Couple reasons we're out here. This is my son, by the way, Roman.
Hi.
Couple reasons we're out here. One, we've got our first PSA match in a couple hours, so we wanted to come out and just do a little shooting first. The next reason is I got about 700 rounds here. That's hiding somewhere in there is hiding a squib load. Shout out to Adam Becks. Caught it on one of my videos, and I'll put it up now. I'm talking, reloading, grab one, put powder in it, put it in, grab another one, and put it right in the machine. Set a bullet, seated a bullet, no powder. I didn't catch it at the time he caught it, and it's right in the middle of 700 rounds here. So we know we're going to come across it. Hopefully not during the match, but at some point. So neither of us has shot a squid load. We haven't had that happen to us. So we kind of came out. I went ahead and made up four squid loads, primer only. And we're going to go ahead and throw them in our gun. We got a couple extra guns here, not for a match. I don't want to do any chance of messing with our competition guns, but go ahead and throw the squid load in first, and then a couple rounds on top of it, nothing after it. So once the squid load goes, there's no chance of loading another live round behind it. But just hear the difference, see how it feels, and then just see how far in the barrel it gets, and just kind of go from there. Just so if it does happen during the competition, hopefully we kind of know what it sounds like, know how it feels, and we don't try to, you know, slap and re-rack. So I'm going to go ahead and load it up, and then we'll go ahead and shoot those and see how it goes. Go ahead.
Good.
You jerked a little bit
know.
too. All right, we'll go ahead and... Damn, it's dirty as hell. Just from the primer.
The bullet has to be in there.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and break down the gun.
Down the barrel, but
Go ahead and...
yeah, it's all dirty. Don't hold it. The gun. Oh. Oh yeah.
You see that barrel?
We need like a vice or something.
No, I think I can get it real. Oh, wait, no, I want to go the other way. If that doesn't work, we can do it this way. Let me actually do it. That did it.
Huh. Interesting. God, imagine shooting another fucking round. Oh, but it didn't eject the casing, so.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't want to have anything behind it, just in case. I did the same thing. I knew it was coming. Yeah. All right, here I am back in the office here. I've got the gun. I haven't ejected that shell yet. The last one I used in that video. First, I just want to watch a little bit of that video and just kind of talk about what you hear. I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. Now you can notice that notable pop. Yes, this gun's empty. It actually has a bore sighting laser in it. So, but you know, normally if you have a soft hammer strike or on an empty chamber, you get that noticeable click. But you can definitely hear the difference when that primer pops. So just something to kind of listen for. I know I've had light primer strikes. Just, you know, the gun was a little bit out of battery or whatever. The slide didn't go far enough forward, so it didn't, you know, didn't get a full strike. Whatever reason, I've never had a squib load before, but it's nice to know what it sounds like, what I'm looking for if it happens, so I don't try to rack in a new round. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this gun up. Let's go ahead and pop that case out of there. Now, when I first saw this at the range, I was kind of curious why it was so dirty, but it makes sense. You know, as soon as that primer pops and pushes that bullet forward, you're essentially blocking that barrel completely, so all the gases are being forced backwards past that and kind of making a mess. So let's go ahead and break this down. See what we got in the barrel here. I don't know if you can see in there. I'm going to clean that a little bit more. You can see it in there some. Let me try cleaning that a little bit here. Get a better look at it in there. Yeah, you can see it in there. So it's in there a little ways. I wanted to see, I mean, you definitely, in this scenario, you definitely would not have been able to chamber another round behind it. So, and that was the same way on the last one. It went in about the same. So that's good news. Doesn't mean that that's the way it's always going to be. I'm sure that there's plenty of times when it just pushed in a little bit for, you know, you might not just, it might be a squid load. This was primer only. But if you have just a light load of powder to where it pushes that further down the barrel, you're definitely going to load. So let me go ahead and pop this out. I'm not going to do it right here because it's not very stable right there. Let me just reach over here. All right, so there, now we have a empty barrel. Don't see any damage or anything. And that's the slug, so the bullet. So nothing major as far as damage. It's not damaging your gun. Anything like that. Like I said, that the main issue is worrying about another round chambering in behind it. So, well, that's all I got for this. Now, no, one other thing. There was something, whenever I brought this up, well, what's crazy is, I meant to talk about this first. We did the whole, we did a bunch of practice. We went through 100 rounds or so, just warming up, and then we did that match that day. I got about maybe 200 rounds left, 150, about 150 rounds maybe, and we never did come across that squib load. I know it's in there. You know, you saw the video. It definitely is in there. But what are the chances that it just didn't come up in that, you know, probably 500 rounds that we went through all together that day. But I've got a whole new batch for our next matches, and we'll just finish that out as practice ammo. So that's it. Oh, no. God, my mind's all over the place. There was something, whenever I first realized I did this, whenever I got that note, I was thinking about how could you find, is there any way to find a squib load amongst all those? If you know, like I have proof of, I know it's in there. You know, my first thought was maybe take 50 rounds and weigh, put them all in 50 round groups and weigh them and see which group is a little bit less, and then break them down into 10, see which one's a little bit less, and try to find it that way. After looking into it, though, it's range brass, bunch of different head stamps. All the cases weigh different. You know, you're talking about, I think I'm at 5.2 grains of powder in it, so it doesn't leave you a whole lot of leeway. And even on two finished with powder in them, I was getting, you know, big discrepancies. because of the brass. You know, there's different thicknesses of the brass, or different manufacturers, different head stamps. There was enough difference to where it just... So is there any way that you could, I can't think of any, find a squib load in an abundance of other live rounds? So anyways, I'd love to see that in the comments. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.